Hey, it's Alan Brochstein coming to you from Houston, Texas. I run new Cannabis Ventures, and as of May 15th, uh, my 420 investor service, which is over 10 years old now, or almost 10 years old, I should say, uh, will launch at Seeking Alpha May 15th, open to the world. Um, and I'm here today to bring you up to speed on what's going on in the cannabis market, which kind of stinks. Why do I say that? Well, we made a new all-time low this week, and we were down in the S&P 500, believe it or not, rallied this week. Okay, so what was the big news this week for the overall market? First of all, Canadian cannabis sales fell 7% from holiday impacted year-end sales in December, but they were up 14.1% from a year ago. The other piece of news I caught was Ohio's medical cannabis program expanded a little bit to 9.6 million of sales per week for the 4 weeks ending in mid-March. I did write a piece on Seeking Alpha about Verano, and I really like Verano. It's cheap, but there's a problem, and you can see my piece on Seeking Alpha. The news was pretty light this week, pretty exclusive to the U.S. companies, and Ascend opened a new outlet dispensary in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Air opened 4 more Florida dispensaries. Green Lane, this may not be widely known. They didn't put out a press release, but I saw a press release from eBottles, the buyer. Green Lane sold them their concentration packaging business. I don't know the terms yet. Planet 13 reported 24.8 million in revenue, which is a little bit ahead of expectations, with the adjusted EBITDA a little bit below break even, but pretty close to the expectations, a little bit lower. And then finally, Terracin opened a lemonade dispensary with cookies in Michigan. So I was saying earlier how the market performed. It was a bad week. We were down, the global cannabis stock index was down 4.1%, and it closed at 848 on Friday, and it rallied during the day from a new all-time low at 832. And we were up about as much as the S&P 500 on Friday. But for the week, we were down, and the S&P 500 was up. Year to date, the index is now down 12.7%. And it's kind of carrying on with this. The first 2 months of the quarter, it does okay, and then it collapses in the third month. That's what happened in September. That's what happened definitely in December, and it's happening in Q1 as well. March has been really ugly. The S&P 500 is up 3.5% year to date. Not that they're necessarily related, but let me talk about model portfolios now. I have 2 model portfolios. One is similar to the ones that I was doing at Benzinga. I started it December 31st, and it's called Beat the Global Cannabis Stock Index. Guess what I'm trying to do? I am. But it fell 2.8% this week, and it's down 4.6% year to date. The index, again, is down 12.7%. In the summary of in the summary, I give a link to the article that I'm using for this video, and if you look at that article, I have more about what I did trading-wise in that model portfolio, and in the other model portfolio, which is called Beat the American Cannabis Operator Index. And that's a new one. It's pretty obvious what I'm trying to do. I am not beating it this year. But my secondary goal, and really why I created this, was I wanted to beat MSOS. I've been kind of negative on MSOS for a lot of reasons. I've written about them. And MSOS is down a stunning 16.7% year to date. I am ahead of it at down 14.7%. But this is not, beating the MSOS by only 2 points isn't, I'm smiling now, but it's not going to make me laugh. I always conclude these videos with a calendar of the week ahead. And on Monday, Forian reports after the close. On Tuesday, Fire and Flower hosts its call before the open. And CEA Industries goes after the close. I've written about CEA Industries on Seeking Alpha in my blog. I like it. I like it a lot. But it's hard to get super excited about the near term. I don't know. It's trading very cheap, I think. On Wednesday, I Am Cannabis reports their Q4 and hosts a call before the market opens. Nova Cannabis, a big retailer in Canada, reports its Q4 and hosts a call during trading hours. And then after the close, IntelligenX and probably more relevant, Schwazze report their Q4. Thursday's a big day. Verano Holdings goes in the morning, and Forefront, Clever Leaves, Goodness Growth, Lowell Farms, and Urban Grow are after the close. And then finally, on Friday morning, very early, Silver Spike and Jushi Holdings report their Q4 calls. That's it. Bad week. And I'm optimistic that it will get better. I wish I could tell you when. Somebody asked me that on Twitter, and is it going to get better? I'm like, well, probably, but I don't know when, and I can't really tell you when. So if you need it to go up, don't hold your breath. It's probably not going to, but maybe. We'll see. Take care.